Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another movie review. I was very fortunate, and I really thank my lucky stars that I was finally able to see Oz the Great and Powerful. Now, this is a prequel to Wizard of Oz, and I must say that had Frank Elbaum been alive today, he would have enjoyed this version so much more than The Wizard of Oz. And I just think that this is so far superior to the other film. Um, I think that this meets his criteria that the world of Oz wasn't all happiness and light and sunshine, rainbows. No, there are some rather dark elements in this particular film. It has more of an ominous twist to it, and I really feel that everybody who was involved with this film did a positively fantastic job with it. This left me in such a sense of awe, and I was very inspired by it. I feel that the special effects were top notch. They just blew me away. The soundtrack by Danny Elfman. I knew it was Elfman the minute I heard the music box theme. I thought that's Elfman again, one of my heroes. Um, it just gave me um, such a sense of joy and exhilaration, and the whole nostalgia of it, how it began in black and white just like the original and ended in color. Perfection. And the script was just remarkable. This film is really a roller coaster ride, and it just leaves you in this sense that you have witnessed greatness. It is a true gem. Sorry to say gem when in reference to emeralds. Sorry. Couldn't be helped. Just the comparison had to be made. It is truly a really phenomenal film, and I think that everybody involved with it deserves kudos of the utmost regard. Now, there are a couple of references to the original, and one of them in the very beginning scene, and it may be a little quick, but there is a banner over the circus, and it says Baum Brothers, and of course, you know this is written by Frank L. Baum. And then later, um, Oswald was supposed to marry Annie Gale. And if you know your Oz trivia like I do and are kind of a geek, then you know that Dorothy Gale is the young girl who visits Oz and later encounters the wizard, as we well know. And the whole plot really reminded me of Wicked, though Wicked is a different story entirely, but the elements are similar. You've got that whole idea of a woman scorned. That whole plot is there, and it's rather insidious how jealousy plays into it, and jealousy just taints the heart and all that. And it's about good versus evil, and the theme of faith and hope, and the idea that believing in something, that's the idea of intention, that if you have an intention, you can basically make anything that you believe come to light. And it truly is wondrous. And it's just a magnificent film. And quite a bit from it, and it just made me feel like I had been touched by God seeing it. I know, I'm sorry if I'm getting preachy, but this is just how I feel. I really feel like the finger of God was on this film. Um, Everybody involved, like I say, they deserve the utmost praise, because this is truly what filmmaking really should be, and it's just nothing but art in its purest form, and just leaves you with a sense that you have witnessed something that is just absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful. It's kind of like the Life of Pi in a way, because they have so many similar qualities. It's the same kind of wow factor. There's no other way I can say it. It's just awesome. And The Hobbit is also similar. It's just that whole idea of, um, we're going on an adventure. It kind of reminded me of Doctor Who in a sense, just because you know that he's the exact opposite of the Doctor, actually, because the Doctor is an incredible man, and the main character, he's kind of the opposite of that. He's not what they expect. Well, he's not what anybody would. He is not what anybody would expect. He is the total opposite of that. None of his character traits are really that redeemable. He doesn't have any qualities that would make him stand out or elect him to be anything other than an illusionist or a magician. And all he knows is sleight of hand or prestidigitation. He knows about that. And that's his whole life, being a con man, a grifter, if you will. As he lives the carny life, so this is very understandable. But I like Oswald. I can relate quite a bit to him because he's flawed, and there's a lot of humanness to that. And I think that he is a truly one tremendous character, and he's grand in that sense, because I think a lot of people can see something that they can relate to in him. I give the movie 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, actually 6 if I could. It is just absolutely cosmic, and it is a stellar film. If you have seen The Wizard of Oz and Return to Oz, it's more like Return to Oz, though it's definitely better, I think, than Return, just because I feel that the story in and of itself is better. I also feel that there are elements in the film itself that are very symbolic. Um, it's got some more dark elements in it that Baum, I think, would approve of had he still been with us. Um, I'm not really sure what else to say about this film other than, coming away from it and having seen it. And this is the kind of film, like Life of Pi, it needs to be experienced in the cinema. It's just that kind of movie. It just leaves you with this sense of just this grand amazement. The whole idea of magic, true magic, in cinematography and visual effects and music. Um, the idea of one of my favorite inventors is mentioned. And what's strange is I just watched an epic rap battles of history about this very character with another one of my favorite inventors, and I thought, I don't know if that's coincidental or not, but nonetheless, it was interesting. uh, I highly recommend this film to Oz fanatics, new or old alike, and it really is probably the best film so far of the new year. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it.